USCIS temporary evidence stamps. Who should get one, who needs one, and why do you need them? That's what we're going to talk about today. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of USA to Philippines Life channel with me, Mike, your host. So today we're going to talk about an issue that we just recently went through, and I shared a little bit about it on the community section of our YouTube channel. If you're a subscriber, you might have seen it. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you'll consider doing so today and clicking that bell icon, turn on those notifications. We are less than 30 days out to our departure date for our return to the Philippines. First time back since 2019, before the COVID-19 mess. So you definitely want to stick around for all of that. But back to the issue that we had. So I'm going to start at the beginning being my wife's status. So I married my wife in the Philippines some years ago, versus doing the K1 fiance visa. That's very popular, that you probably have heard of. That's when you have your fiance in another country and you come back to the US and you petition the United States government to have your fiance come in for the wedding, and they give you a couple of months to get married. We did it a different way. We got married in the Philippines, and the big reason why is that if you get married in the Philippines, the marriage is recognized by the United States. That's not always the case in every country, and I think that's why people opt for the K1 visa. But it is recognized. If you marry in the Philippines, it is recognized in the United States. So if you have the time to have the wedding in the Philippines and you have a Filipina fiance, it's a really good thing, and mostly because her family can be there. In my case, I really don't have much family, so she's got the family, so it really made a lot more sense for us to marry there, and that's what we did. So when I got back, I did the petitioning. CR1 visa I petitioned for via my immigration attorney, who's a great attorney. If you're in the New York City area and you're in need of an immigration attorney, leave in the comments or email me in the about section of the YouTube channel. You'll find the email address. Just email me and I'll send you the name. They have an office in New York City. They have an office in New Jersey. Very good attorney, nice guy. They helped us out a lot. So what happens is, when you granted the CR1 visa, took us about a year. My wife was able to travel from the Philippines to join me here. Upon her arrival shortly thereafter, she was issued what they call a conditional green card. It's a 3-year green card. It's got some conditions on it. And her social security card was also issued at the same time. So the 3 years came and went, and right before the 3 years was up, we applied again via our attorney to have the conditions removed and for her to get the 10-year green card. This process is turtle slow. Before COVID-19, the pandemic even made it worse. So what happens is, in these cases, is that they issue you these letters that basically say that you paid the fee, your case is waiting to be adjudicated or settled, and you're legal, and it'll say 24 months, 18 months. But we got a couple of those letters, went through them, and found ourselves this year where my wife didn't have valid proof of residency. Now, before anybody says, whoa, your wife was illegal, no. If you have a case with a green card like that and it's pending, you are illegal to reside in the U.S. until that case is settled. or adjudicated, which is the proper term for that. The difference is that you don't have a valid card to show your employer to re-enter the United States if you travel out. So this is the purpose of getting this proof. You need proof. So after they do the letters a couple times, then you need to, and again I was advised by my attorney about this, you need to call the USCIS and request what they call an INFOPASS appointment. This INFOPASS appointment, generally the case is discussed and they will issue you this temporary evidence stamp. Now, in bygone days prior to the pandemic, you could go on the USCIS website and make your appointment online at your local USCIS field office. And it usually took 3 to 5 days from, that was the earliest that you could get it. But now, since the pandemic, you need to call. And when you call, you don't call and make the appointment. You call and ask for someone to make the appointment for you, and that usually is done in a subsequent call, but this time they call you. So you basically call, tell them your situation, and they put you on a list to be called to make an appointment to go to your local field office. For us, knowing that we were traveling to the Philippines, knowing that my wife's Philippines passport was due to expire earlier in the spring, we had to go to New York and go to the New York consulate and renew her passport first, because we really didn't want to put the USCIS temporary evidence stamp on an expiring Philippines passport. So we went and did all of that first. Had very good results in New York, the consulate. First time was a bust. Check out the video. Our first attempt was a fail. It wasn't our fault, but we documented it with a video, so you can check it out. Go back and watch that. But fast forward, we received the new passport in record time. We were actually blown away how fast it was. Immediately when we received it, we called USCIS to schedule this INFOPASS appointment, because I wanted to purchase the tickets to the Philippines with everything going on with the fuel prices. I was watching how volatile the airfare prices were, and I wanted to lock in back in June with the intent to travel late September of this year, which is what we did. However, we did not have this stamp to put on her passport, so she wouldn't have any issues re-entering the country, and work was asking for her to update her file with proof of residency. So the first phone call we made was back in the end of June. We called. She did most of the talking. They basically told her, okay, fine, someone will call you back within 30 days and assist you in making an appointment. Okay, we had time, so we don't really have a choice. 30 days to the day, we didn't get a phone call. We got an email that basically thanked us for our patience and asked us to continue waiting and try not to call again, because you might get put to the end of the line. So we waited another couple of weeks. Now we're really getting into the zone where we're just about a little over a month away from this trip. We don't have the stamp. We're starting to get a little antsy now. So we called again. We took a day off. It was a Monday. We took a day off work, and she called and she asked for permission. And you can do this. They generally will only speak to the person whose name is on the application, on the green card. But you can make it known that your spouse is with you and is going to assist you in the call due to language issues. My wife speaks great English, but she gets a little confused, processing especially with stuff like this. stuff that you don't deal with every day. So this time I got on the phone and I spoke to the agent. Very nice agent this time. My wife neglected to let them know in the first call that she was a hospital worker, that she was a frontliner. She doesn't like to talk about it. I'm proud of this hell of her, what she did during COVID. And, you know, I'm so thankful for her and happy that she did what she did. And she never flinched, she never faltered. She ran towards the patients, the COVID patients. She wasn't scared. She really, really did a great job. And as far as I'm concerned, the nation owes healthcare workers like her a debt of gratitude because it was a difficult time. So she doesn't like to talk about it. She's so humble. But I mentioned it to this agent. I said, well, you know, because I work at the hospital too. I'm not a clinical, but I work at the hospital too. I am a leader. I'm a supervisor there. And I explained to him that what the situation is, what her situation with being able to update her file as per what her status is. And he, immediately, as soon as I said that, that seemed to change everything, and that clicked up the priority to top priority. So he basically told us someone would be in touch with us within 72 hours, and they would make the appointment. We were feeling a whole lot better at that point. So we hung up with him. It wasn't even 10 minutes later, the phone rang. Was another agent ready to make the appointment with us for our field office INFOPASS appointment. So we made the appointment for the day after tomorrow, that was a Monday, so it was for Wednesday. Fast forward, we went for the appointment. We got there super early. The appointment was for 8 a.m. We got there probably about 7 a.m. We were back home before 10 a.m. And she received her stamp. Now, there wasn't a period where she could sit and talk to an officer, where I've seen other videos and, you know, heard people say that you could sit down and discuss your case. This was more like a process. They knew what she was there for, and other people, there were other people there. A lot of people are in this situation right now. And that's why I'm doing this video, because I know somebody asked me about it, so I just wanted to share a little bit. And my wife is going to get on and do a little video, talk about the preparation for what went on inside the appointment, because I wasn't there with her. Same when she went to renew her passport with the Philippine government consulate in New York. She wants to give some advice to her kababayans, how to prepare and how to keep your documents and be organized. So look for that in a later date. I keep pushing her to try to make some videos, but she's so busy I can only get her on the TikTok videos where I just kind of spontaneously videotape her and spontaneously film her, and the results of those are usually fun. If you're not following us on TikTok or check out our YouTube shorts, you'll see some of the videos are kind of funny. But back to this. So she received this stamp, and what it is, when I say stamp, I would describe it as similar to a notary stamp. If you've had a document notarized in the United States, they press this stamp into the paper and it makes a raised stamp. It's a seal. It's like a seal. And they write in it, they put the alien number, their alien number in, and the date at, when it expires. So now you have an expiration date. That's like before, when I was trying to fill out everything for the airline, I wasn't able to put her information for her green card because we didn't have an expiration date because it had already expired. So I needed that, and once I got that, I was able to fill out all her passenger details on the airline website. So that's really all it is. It's free too. I know somebody asked me if it costs anything. It's free. It's just give yourself time. If you're traveling, try to get it before. It's good for a year. but try to do it before, just to save yourself the anxiety that we felt, because we didn't have it and we didn't want to travel without it. So it's kind of important. I also posted a sample of what one looks like in the community section of this channel. You can go back and see that. I'll try to post that same photo in this video, just to show what it looks like. And it's good for a year, so we know when we get back from the Philippines, we're going to start following up with USCIS and see where this case is and try to get it settled. At the same time, we're going to reach back out to our attorney and get the ball rolling for my wife's naturalization. She's going to be become a U.S. citizen and be a dual citizen, basically, Philippines and the United States. So that's about it for this. I just wanted to get on. It was kind of just getting the idea of a lot of people are dealing with this right now. I did a video recently. It didn't do too well, just basically talking about government slowdowns and things are just taking longer, still kind of lingering after effects of COVID on government agencies. Some things just seem to take longer than they did before, but this was a slow process before, and if you've gone through it, you know what I'm talking about. So that's about it for this video. I thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, if you found it helpful, share it with somebody maybe that you think needs to hear this. If you got questions, throw them in the comments. Love to hear. I always love hearing from you guys. Give the video a like. Helps the channel a lot. Just doesn't cost nothing. Just give it a like. And subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that today and turning on the notifications, because as I've said a few times in this video, we are less than 30 days out from our trip back to the Philippines. So you don't want to miss out. This is first time we're taking this channel. We're going to turn this channel into a travel vlog for a month. So a lot of content. We're going to try to film a lot of content, and you know, we'll be posting it probably after we get back. So definitely don't want to miss out. Got the flight report we're gonna do. We're scheduled to fly on the Singapore Airlines, world's longest flight, New York to Singapore, 18 hours and 50 minutes in premium economy. Gonna bring that to you guys. I bought another camera to try to help out with the filming a little bit, and definitely want to be along for the ride. It's gonna get good. But again, thank you guys for watching. As we always like to say here at USA, the Philippines Life Channel, wherever you guys are in the world, stay well, stay safe, and stay blessed. We're going to be back with another video very soon. Thank you so much for watching.